Welcome to Star Tarot. This reading is for Cancer. This is Let's Read Your Partner. Now, I will tell you that this is a second time that I am filming this video. I am an empath, so I did have a lot of, I won't say emotion, I'll say I had a hard time breathing while I was doing this video here, and I decided to go ahead and restart because it was overwhelming. And if you stay to the rest of this reading, you will definitely understand why. But we're going to go ahead and redo and get this message out to you, okay, Cancer? So this message may not resonate with everyone. It's definitely not going to be able to do that. So just always keep that in mind. Just pick up what I'm putting down that does and simply leave the rest. Now, if you are interested in obtaining a personal reading, you can do so that we can clarify some things for you in your particular situation. Right now, I am doing some readings for $20 until the end of October. There have been a lot of people that have been hitting me up for those, and I have completed some readings so far. This month I am booking up pretty quickly, so I do want to thank you all that have already booked a reading with me, but just keep in mind it's a really good deal. And so I know sometimes people are like, oh, well, that just didn't resonate for me, this isn't me. Then you definitely would want to get a personal reading and get down to it when it comes to your particular situation. So I invite you to do that. That information is down below. And I do want to give a special thanks for all of you that have continued to tune into the channel. If this is your first time here, I thank you and welcome you. I hope that you'll continue to tune in. So certainly subscribe, continue to like, share, comment, all that good stuff definitely keeps me motivated to do what I do here on this channel. Much appreciation coming your way from me. So the other thing you're going to want to consider is that time is fluid. So some of these events may have already happened, may be in the process of happening, and could possibly flow into the month of November. So let's just get right down to it and let's read your partner. Okay, so your partner could be someone that you are in union with right now, could be separated from. Either way, they're your love interest, if they're your partner. So just like I said, pick up what resonates with you in this situation. So when we are looking at your partner at this point in time, and we are looking at their overall energy, they are in the High Priestess when it comes to energy. They have a knowing of something at this point in time. They're very intuitive. They know. They're very confident in what they know. And so this is where they are at this point in time. Now, what is crossing them is the Seven of Cups. So for some of you, this Seven of Cups says that your partner knows that they have other options. For others of you, they know that you have other options. Now, this card also symbolizes confusion. So for some of you, your partner definitely knows that there is some confusion here, and they know that they could be the one confusing you, or they do know that they're the one that is confusing you in this situation. So there's a lot of confusion here. There's some options. I don't want you to be too fearful of the options. I don't see anything here that says that they are partaking up with any options. They just know that there are some options out there for them, for some of you that resonate with that. Page of Swords was in reverse, and the Page of Swords in reverse speaks about an individual that has some manipulative ways about them. I definitely am feeling like this individual, knowing that they're confusing you, is using some form of manipulation to get ahead in this relationship, to get what they want. And when this is in reverse, this could also talk about someone that shares your personal information, what's going on in your relationship, or shares some personal things about you with others. Now, they might not share that with you, or if you've been asking about this and you've confronted them, they're definitely going to give you the notion that they are not the ones sharing this information. But for some of you, they definitely are. They're talking with their friends, they're talking with their family, and they are misrepresenting your side of the story. They're representing who you are. They could also be representing, how they feel about you. So you're going to want to keep that in mind. Now, if they're not out running your business in the streets, this also says that they are not only manipulating you to do and think what they want you to do and think, they are, it's almost like someone that, now the page is symbolized as someone that's young. Now, if this person isn't younger than you, they may have a young disposition. They might be, really immature. And so for them, they don't really look at themselves. They are doing certain things, and when they're telling these stories and when they're giving their side of what happens in situations, they're not only stretching the truth, but they're leaving certain parts of information out. So this is also signaling you to be very cautious about the information that you're receiving back from your partner. All right, Cancer, so just be a little cautious here. Now, what needs to happen in this situation is change. We know that with the Tower, that definitely means change. Some type of the foundation is coming on down, but this is not based on something that you or your love interest is purposely doing. This isn't change that is purposely taking place because you're deciding to change or they're deciding to change. This is inevitable change. So in order for this situation to be manageable, there is going to need to be change that happens in the universe. Like, the universe has to step in here because there is a lot that's going on, and I get the feeling that either you see what's going on but you're not quite sure, or you just have some blinders on, and because you're not taking initiative to change this situation, the universe, God, whoever you pray to, whoever you believe in, is definitely going to need to jump in here to cause something to change here. When we are looking at your partner in the past, their past energy, their past behavior, the Empress comes out. Now, when the Empress comes out in reverse, it definitely means something different than if she were to come out upright. So with the Empress in reverse, this is someone that has had financial issues and domestic drama in the past. So this may have been the situation with you and with this person that you're interested in, or your partner, or this could be, with someone else prior to the two of you, excuse me, getting into a relationship. Here we go again with, I'm starting again to have the issue of not being able to breathe, because as this is exactly where it started before. When you're an empath, you definitely take on energies of other people, and I'm definitely starting to not be able to breathe as well. Now, once I move forward, you'll totally understand. In the reading, you'll understand why this is. Now, in the recent past, this person had control issues, very disruptive domestic drama. When we're talking about domestic drama, like there was always something going on. There was always, you know, disagreements, arguments. Now these situations may not have been in relationship per se. So again, if this resonates for you as far as a relationship, if this person has shared with you that they've had domestic drama with past relationships or with yourself, you'll know, or this could be in their family. But on top of that, there's financial issues that this person has struggled with. Now, there have been some blockages in the past when it comes to the finance aspect, because this person talks a good game about, oh yes, I'm going back to school. Yes, I'm going to, you know, get a better job, that sort of thing. But there's a blockage there. There's something that there's not enough gas in the vehicle to make it move. Now, this has caused a lot of stress in either their past relationship or in the past with you. And so this has caused so much stress that for some of you, not for all of you, this may have caused some fertility issues with conceiving. A lot of times, you know, there are some medical issues that can hinder you from conceiving, but if your body and mind is going through too much stress, this can also cause delays in conceiving. So there has been, for some of you, some stress behind not being able to conceive, or so much stress, maybe because of the finances and because of the drama, that have caused you or this individual not being able to conceive. Now, if it was prior to you that this was an issue, then they themselves have not, you know, been able to conceive thus far, or having issues conceiving. Or if this is a situation where you two are in partnership, it may be that you haven't been able to conceive. There's some difficulties with conceiving. And again, that's not for everyone. So to clarify this, I pulled out the clarifying card. This comes from my Chakotay Tarot. And I wanted to get a little deeper insight, and these cards definitely do it for me. So this rendition of the High Priestess, again, because remember the High Priestess upright was their overall energy, the knowing. This came out in reverse for the Empress. So this person didn't have a lot of wisdom when it came to knowing how to move forward in finances, or knowing how to not cause drama or step away from drama, or maybe they didn't really understand the whole not being able to conceive and how that means for them or how that means for you, or not understanding that this stress that you guys are experiencing could definitely block that when it comes to fertility. Now, I'm also feeling like because of this issue of delay in conceiving, this may be what is causing some of the domestic issues here. All right, so going over to the future for your partner, the Ace of Wands presents itself. Now, this is very interesting for me because the Ace of Wands, and I'll turn it upright, but it is in reverse. The Ace of Wands talks about fertility again. We're talking about conceiving here. Now, this could definitely mean other things, and we'll get to it, but I thought that it was interesting to see that in the recent past, this was an issue for some of you, and now here we are again looking at it in the future. Now, because we're all grown here, usually the Ace of Wands, this wand itself symbolizes the male reproductive part, the penis. I'm just going to say it, the penis. We're grown here. This is usually, when we're talking about fertility, this is in masculine. But I hate to give the cards too much power when it comes to male, female, and when it comes to, you know, oh, that's a Sag, oh, that's a Gemini, you know, because you don't know who could have something in their chart. When you're talking about sun signs, you also have your sun, moon, and rising. So just keep that in mind. But in reverse, I said all that to say that for some of you, this signals that this is the situation, and the person you might be dealing with could be struggling conceiving from the male perspective. But again, that's for a very small portion. But again, there are some issues with conceiving here, difficulty conceiving. This also speaks about a lack of commitment. So either your partner or you is having a very hard time committing fully to this relationship here. And there are some blocks again, some delays, and we talked about that with the Empress in reverse. There is some delays again when we're talking about getting some things started. So this person is definitely stuck in the sand, so to speak. And just to clarify that, again, we're seeing another reversal. This is the Ace of Cups in reverse, and this definitely speaks about self-love. This person does not have a lot of self-love, does not have a lot of self-respect when it comes to the inner core. Now, this person could possibly be walking around as if they have a chip on their shoulder, you know, a high ego, that sort of thing, but deep down they don't have a lot of self-love for themselves. And this is why we are seeing this being stuck, this stagnancy. You know, they're walking around almost with their chest puffed out, like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, yeah, I'm doing this, I'm in the process of doing that. But at the end of the day, there's nothing that's really manifesting. This is in your relationship, this is in getting a job or a better job or starting projects or going back to school. They don't have enough self-love to understand that they can really do this or need to do this. And I tell people all the time, if you don't have enough love and enough respect for yourself, you know, you're not going to know how to love and respect someone else. But this really talks about loving yourself. This is exactly what this card represents. And so to clarify the Ace of Wands, this person is maybe, you know, if they are the individual that is not able to conceive, maybe, or I don't want to say not able to conceive, because that's not the case for everyone, and I still believe in miracles, and I don't like saying certain things out in the universe, like you can't. I don't like doing that. They're having difficulties at this time feeling inner love, because if they are the individual that is not able to conceive, this is where we might be getting the lack of self-love. How they see you, Cancer, is someone that really stands in power. They see you someone that definitely is not going to take no shit when it comes to voicing what they like and what they don't like. But as we continue with this reading, and because, you know, they're still here in your life, there is a reason why they still stick around. So this is someone that says, oh yeah, you know, I'm not going to deal with this, I'm not going to do this anymore. They voice this, but I get the idea that this person knows that they have a way that they can, you know, manipulate you into staying, you know, in the loops with them. Because if they really were to come right out and say what they were thinking, what they weren't going to do, I believe that you would be gone, Cancer. So they know how to twist and turn and manipulate you into thinking that they're going to do something. And with the Four of Pentacles being in position of what they fear or what they hope for, the Four of Pentacles is what they fear. They fear that you either are going to hold on too tightly, or they're going to hold on too tightly for you, onto you, I should say. But this also is them being in fear of you recognizing that they are selfish. This card talks about holding on to your own coin, your own things, not willing to be able to share. This person doesn't really want you to know that they are someone that is for themselves. There is an entitlement issue here. There is this, I need this to happen for me. And for some of them, I don't think it's a malicious, I know there's some deception with stretching the truth and not giving all of the details, but for some reason I'm getting from the spirit that based on how they grew up or based on a situation that has happened, they believe that they need to hold on tightly to what they have, especially if they don't have a lot and you have more than them. They might expect you to stand up and give yours because, hey, you have more than they do anyway. This is how they're thinking. And they really need things to be in their time and their right. They're very selfish right now. So to clarify why the Four of Pentacles was here, because I really wanted some more direction, is this person, thinking that, they're holding on too tightly, or they're in fear that you're holding on too tightly, or is it that this person is just downright selfish? So the Knight of Swords definitely came out in the clarifying deck, and it speaks about someone being kind of reckless and making decisions and doing things that don't consider others. So this person is more self-preserved when it comes to this relationship. They're going to do what they need to do and what they want to do concerning this relationship and anything else around the relationship that they want to do. So we looked at the Chariot in the position of what is the outside influence. Now the Chariot was in reverse, so with the Chariot being in reverse, and again, I feel like I can talk a little bit better. When I started this reading, I was getting, the first time I recorded it, I was feeling like I couldn't breathe. I feel like I was you in the situation dealing with this partner. It's almost feeling like, someone's hands around your neck, so to speak, not literally, but like feeling like your words don't matter, feeling like you are being suffocated by this person's, this person's control over the relationship. It's, you're not wanting to do this, you're not wanting to do that as their partner, and you're telling them that, but out they come with the manipulative way to get you to do it anyway. And with the Chariot in reverse, and I don't know if I put this back in reverse when I moved this deck when I started filming again, but this did come out in reverse. And in reverse, the Chariot is again like stagnancy, not really taking that move forward. And we're seeing this already with the Empress in reverse and the Ace of Wands in reverse. So again, there is, a movement that is not going forward. And you know, you might be feeling like, you know, like, what the hell, what is going on? But, you know, for this person, they are very self-indulgent. So this person, again, with the Four of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords, this is someone that is very self-indulgent, which means they're putting themselves first, and there's a lot of arrogance to this. I said in the reading earlier that they might have the ability to show a lot of confidence, but deep down they really don't have as much confidence deep down. And I don't even know that they don't know that they have as much confidence as they exude. But, you know, this is the ego at work. This is like selfish needs before the greater good of other people. And so there's, again, a lot of reckless behavior. We saw that again with the Knight of Swords. So, I mean, over and over again, this is, you know, selfishness. This is recklessness. And so I don't know, this to me feels like a very stifled situation, and I think that is why I am having such a hard time to breathe when I get to this side of the reading. It always happens. So the Six of Wands, just to clarify the Chariot, is that this person feels on top of the world. They feel like their place with you is secure. They feel like they have you by the balls, so to speak, and this is for male or for female. But they're in high spirits of this. They almost get a high. They have the victory in knowing that they have the key to get you to do what it is that they want you to do. So, you know, this is what we're looking at here, Cancer. I know this is a jagged little pill to swallow, but this is the solid truth. Now, for them, again, with the Emperor, this is control. You know, this person is definitely in control of this situation and in control of this relationship. So I did go ahead and pull your love advice cards here, and so the first one we got was religious factors, and it says that your life is influenced by religious upbringing and the spiritual path. Now, this card is a difficult card to read for some, but for me it reads in the way of, you know, you may be spiritually grounded within yourself. You know what you want to do. You know what your life purpose is. This individual may still be kind of lost. They don't really have direction. So you may be someone that is on a spiritual path and finding yourself. Maybe you're still trying to figure things out as well. And this individual may not be on that journey, may not be interested in that journey. So there might be a divide, a crossroad between the two of you there. This could also speak of age differences. This person could be, you know, rather younger or older than you. And this could also be like cultural differences. They could be of a different culture. It definitely could, you know, have some religious factors that do not mesh well in this relationship in correlation to how you think and feel a relationship should go. But definitely some factors that are weighing on the relationship. Now, very soon, you need to clarify what you want out of this relationship. It says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. You know, Cancer, you have to make a decision very soon, it says, as to where you want this relationship to go and what you want out of this relationship, because this person is definitely in the driver's seat here. So you definitely need to get some control back here over your life. Now, there is some passion here with the two of you, so it's definitely a situation where the passion is there. There's no doubt about that. But the problem could be is that sometimes passion is used as a manipulative tool to get what people want. Now, these are the three cards that came out. Well, actually, the first two came out, and then when I reshuffled, 4 more cards came out. I decided I didn't want to take them, and Spirit said no, that was intentional. So we are going to revisit those. Well, I'm revisiting them because this is the second time that I'm going at this, but this will be the first time for you. Now, the soulmate card came out in reverse. So this person may not be your soulmate. You may have been thinking or hoping or wishing that this person was, but with this card in reverse, this person is, for some of you, is not the one, because they're not who you thought they were. Also in reverse, forgiving and learning came out. So you're not forgiving yourself for getting in this situation or forgiving them, and there's definitely a roadblock in as far as learning from this situation. You haven't quite learned from this situation, and that's why it came out in reverse. But it says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So once you forgive and learn, possibly in this situation, or letting go of this situation and forgiving the fact that it didn't work and learn from it, then you can experience some love with someone new. But if you are going to stay in, regardless, you need to get to know each other, okay? It says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Because I don't think that for some of you, you really know who this individual is completely. And so I believe that that's what the issue is here. Now, again, I want you to take your own judgment here, judgment call. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to deliver the word. So, Cancer, this is your reading for your partner. And, if this resonated with you, please go ahead and leave a comment below, like, share, and certainly subscribe. And till next time, I will see y'all on the other side. I am going to have some more exciting readings to come towards the end of the month. So be on the lookout for that. And if you don't subscribe, you won't know. So if anyone wants a personal private reading, again, the information is down below. Until next time, Cancer, take care in love and light.